Breaking news today, Jey Uso of the Usos tag team, obviously, going out with an injury. He's going to be out for 6 months. So a big blow to the tag team division. So Jake, I'll ask you first. What were your thoughts on the situation when you first heard it, and how do you think it'll affect the tag team division without one half of the Usos a part of the tag team division for the very near future, for the next 6 months at the very least?
Well, for one, I feel like it will give a chance to try out some new tag teams, form some new tag teams, maybe try out a few different interesting combinations. Maybe there's some friendships backstage that are like, hey, you should give us a chance in the tag team division, like Triple H and Shawn Michaels did way back when. And they could, try it out, see if they have good chemistry, give us a chance to, maybe expand the tag team division. Because I always remember the tag team division being mainly Usos for, the past year and a half. So I feel like it might give the tag team division maybe a little bit of fresh air and, maybe a chance to have everyone really show what they have.
And I think on the bright side, too, someone brought this to my attention on Twitter earlier today, and that the Lucha Dragons, they could not have been brought up at a more opportune time, and that with the Usos going down with the injury, they can kind of fill in that role as the top babyface team on the main roster. The primetime players are really good, in my opinion anyway. They're not being really pushed as a top tag team, but the comedy stuff is what it is, but I think they can be good too. And they're finally turning the New Day, and Cesaro and Kid are a great tag team. I mean, I know that goes without saying, but there's a lot of potential there in the tag team division right now, and I feel like if they can build off that and have great matches, like if they were to book the Dragons versus, Cesaro and Kid at the next pay-per-view and give them a tornado tag team match, give them 10, 15 minutes, show them what tag team wrestling's all about, it can only mean good things for the division. But the Usos, like you said, I'm a huge fan of the Usos, but I can't understand the criticism that people have with them not being shoved down our throats, but more so being overexposed on the WWE product for, like you said, the last year and a half, 2 years have been constantly featured in the tag team title picture. So with them out for a little while, hopefully they can get those new tag teams towards the title picture. Like I said, the Lucha Dragons, primetime players, etc., etc. But also, RJ, I'll ask you the same question. Do you think the injury to Jey Uso, will serve as a big blow to the tag team division? And what do you see Jimmy Uso doing in the meantime while his brother Jey is out?
I think with Jey Uso, Jey's still wrestling, right?
Jimmy's still wrestling.
Jimmy, I think after Extreme Rules, they do the whole course of the Roman Reigns Big Show, maybe implement Reigns into the tag team division with his cousin Jimmy Uso, and maybe do something with that. I'm not saying that's exactly what I want to see, but we've seen those tag team guys by themselves kind of flounder when their other partner gets hurt. So maybe implement Roman Reigns and have him work with one of the Usos.
I mean, especially with guys like the Usos, as much as I like them, I just don't see them as breakout single stars because they're exactly the same. They're a lot of fun to watch in the ring, but their singles matches aren't nearly as strong as their tag team work. So someone brought that to my attention, and that we could see some sort of tag team match. And RJ has arrived in the dorm room, in the radio room as we speak. 1 second, let me turn on his mic. RJ, how you doing?
Doing good.
You just got off the phone just a minute ago. I heard the phone hang up. I'm like, where'd RJ go? I'm like, just like that, he's in the building. But like I was saying before, I feel like with Jimmy Uso still wrestling, RJ, I'll ask you again since you're right here. Do you feel that as if now that Naomi has gone heel, and they have acknowledged the history, the relationship between the two in the past, could we see a Jimmy Uso heel turn and pair those two together?
I could, but I don't see him doing anything as a single star.
No, I know, but do you see him at least? No, that's a good point. I don't know. It's like with Tyson Kidd, but I feel like Tyson Kidd has obviously more potential to break out. But do you think that's something they could do because they've acknowledged the history before?
They could, but like I said, I think Tyson Kidd's a way better by himself than Jimmy Uso would be. I think that, like I said, I think pairing him with Reigns would be good, but I don't really want to see that. But I don't see him doing. I think he'd be he wouldn't even be on Raw by himself.
Probably won't. No, he definitely won't be unless you job out to somebody or something like that. But the tag team thing is at least something to do with him because I feel like, if Jimmy or Jey, I get them confused all the time. I still can't tell them apart 5 years later based on their tattoo or whatever. But if he was going to be out for 2 or 3 weeks, that's okay, but it's 6 months. So it's going to be a long time. There's nothing they're going to do with him unless they turn him heel or, like you said, do the thing with Roman Reigns. So either way, I mean, the tag team division is in a decent place, and I think that they continue to build off these teams and call up new people and push new people or put other teams together and stuff like that. The tag team division could flourish or could survive without the Usos in the picture for the foreseeable future.